right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all know my style. You know how I do it. We just jump right into it. All right, today we're going to talk about love, man. Because everywhere you look around, every time you look around, you always hearing people talking about love, right? You always hearing people asking, what's true love? What's your definition of love? And in these days, and in these times, it's really important, I think, to do a lesson on love because the thing is, a lot of folks don't really know what love is. A lot of folks haven't really ever loved or experienced love, had love reciprocated. And a lot of times it starts from parenting, childhood, or whatever. A lot of times, a lot of us, we grew up in single parent households. That don't mean just single mothers. A lot of us have single fathers. The fathers or the mothers have a lot of pressure on the shoulders. They're trying to raise a kid or kids, plural, and then they're trying to work. They're trying to maintain their duties at work and maintain the duties at home, making sure the kid is learning like they're supposed to, making sure they're earning a good wage, a good income to take care of that child. Plus, they got to take care of themselves and their mental well-being. But a lot of times they're not taking care of their mental well-being, right? They're just clocking in, clocking out. It's like a machine, right? So a lot of times they can't really teach that child about love. A lot of times they don't find love themselves. A lot of times they're in a relationship and they were scoring. That's why they're a single parent or what have you not, all right? But I think it's very important to really get on what is love. There is definitely a definition for love, and it's found in the Word of God. You can't get around it. A lot of folks also don't even know the author of love, so that's why they can't never experience true love. They think they know what love is. They think they've experienced it, and then they live 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years going through the same loop. Broken heart, meet somebody, broken heart. They're breaking hearts, they're getting hearts broken. Both, however you want it. That's what's going on. So what I want to do is we're going to get on love, right? We're going to look at what love really is, right? Your R&B singer cannot tell you what love is. A rapper cannot tell you what love is. A politician cannot tell you what love is if they don't know what love is themselves, if they've never experienced it, right? You want to talk to people who's experienced it. If you're not going to go to the Word of God, at least go to people that you see are married, still married. They've been married 40, 50, 60 years, right? 20, 30 years, 15 years with no sight of slowing down. That's who you want to talk to when you're thinking about love, right? Okay? You can't get it from your homeboy. You can't get it from your homegirl that's single, who's not married, who's been in about 5 relationships in 2 years, 3 years, right? Especially if they're still in their 30s and 40s. You got to go to the Word. If you don't got those examples around you, you need to go to the Word. You got to go to God. That's the author of love, right? You got to know who's the author of love is first, then know what love is. I'm going to tell you that. To be able to give love and know what love is, you need to know who the author of love is, because he shows us love every day. I'm going to tell you right now, just by what God does for us, what he has done for us, what Jesus has done for us, I can tell you right now that love is a serving. It's not about what you get, it's about what you give. It's a serving. It's about serving. That's what love is. Love is about serving. It's not about getting. It's about you love a person, you want to give that person the world. You're not expecting nothing back. That's what love is. Okay? It's a commitment. We're going to look into the Bible, though. We're going to get into the Bible, into the scriptures. All right? And y'all know how I do. I come off the top. This is not a scripted show, and I try to make these as quick as possible. This is not scripted. This is off the top of the dome. This is a freestyle, you know? So we're going to open up the book, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. This is a Corinthian letter written by Paul the Apostle. All right? We're going to start at verse 4. We're going to break down love. We're going to look at what love is, all right? And if anybody out there listening, if you're involved with anybody, I want you to look inside yourself too. Every time I say love is this or that, I want you to replace that with a person's name that you with. If you can't replace love with their name, you might want to rethink some things. And then I want you to look at and evaluate your own self. Can they say the same thing about you? Be honest with yourself. Can they say the same thing about you? If they cannot say the same thing about you, then you need to let that person go free and let that person find true love. You want to stop wasting a person's time, and you don't want your time wasted. Okay, so let's look at this from a spiritual perspective. Spiritual perspective. Okay, it says love suffers long and is kind. Right there, just stop. Suffers long. You have patience and is kind. It doesn't say love wakes up with an attitude. It says love suffers long and is kind. You hear me? All right? So you're not waking up with an attitude and snapping on people. You know, I got an attitude because of this, or my job made me mad. Oh, I got an attitude because I'm on my menstrual cycle. There's people who wake up blind every day and deaf every day, happy. They're kind. People who wake up paralyzed, can't move, happy. They're kind. So you don't get to have the right to have an attitude because you had a bad day at work. Have an attitude because your cycle is going on or you didn't get your way today. No, it don't go like that. It's people waking up with HIV, kind, happy. People waking up with cancer, kind, happy. They know they're dying. They have a death date. They have not a due date, they got a death date. 3 months to live. They keep on living. It's people that go through a lot of things who don't have that much, who've suffered great losses. They wake up kind. They wake up happy. You should do the same. It's your choice to have that attitude. You have the power to not have that attitude. All right? So waking up and having an attitude towards your spouse, that's not the way to go. Suffers long. That means you're going to have patience with them. You're not going to be quick to jump out. Oh, shoot. You know, they don't say something or did something, left the toilet seat up. You're ready to kill them. Even if you don't like that, you still got patience. Okay, you're going to be patient with them regarding their shortcomings. You know, I'm talking little things. You know, they might, you know, somebody, you just wipe the table off and somebody, you know, you get the little drink ring around the table. Especially on the glass tables, you know how those do, especially you got some milk or something. Put the little ring on the bottom of the glass or whatever. You just wiped it and then you come in there snapping on them. That's not how that goes. You're not looking to snap on nobody. You're waking up to be kind because you love them. You want to show them kindness. You don't want to put them in a position of stress, unhappiness. Okay, love suffers long and is kind. Love envies not. You're not jealous of your spouse. You don't care that they make more money or they're popular. They bring the best dish of spaghetti. Everybody, so-and-so, man, that spaghetti so good. And you sit there like, well, my spaghetti good too. You're not envy of them, right? You're happy. You like, yeah, I know my baby makes some good spaghetti, boy. That's your attitude. You're not jealous of anything about them because, you know, like I say, that happens a lot. There's spousal jealousy. People, the woman makes more money than the man. He over there in the corner like a little girl, you know, crying. His ego and pride is hurt because this woman makes more money. That's not supposed to be. You're supposed to be congratulating that woman. Or maybe, you know, they find some success is giving them a little fame and popularity. You know, you don't have that, and you over there just jealous. You're ready to sabotage. That's not how that goes. No, people love them just because they're a good person. You know, they gravitate towards that person, and they don't gravitate towards you the same as that person. It could be a reason. Maybe you're a little bit more introverted, and they're a little bit more outgoing. That's why they gravitate towards them. You sit there quiet most of the time. People don't know how to take you, and you're jealous of that. That ain't how that's supposed to go. All right? You're not envying your spouse. You're on the same team. You're on the same team. This is not just for marriage. This is for people who start a date. You know, if you're dating somebody, you feel that way about them. You need to check yourself. All right? Because you're not ready. You need to be single and work on yourself. Love flaunts not itself. It is not puffed up. Okay? It doesn't. Love doesn't go around like I'm the prize. You should be happy to be all right. I'm the prize. No, ain't nobody the prize. Nobody. Everybody's disgusting, actually. Everybody messes up. Nobody, especially in God's eye, we all ridiculous. We all fall short. Not that we're destined to fall short because you're born pure. But a lot of us choose to make bad decisions. We learn how to make them and then we choose to make them based off our lust. For whatever it is, our lust to sin. Okay? So none of us is the prize. Because we all needed Christ to come down here to give his life, right? So that we can have a chance at salvation. So we can have a chance at it. Imagine that. Somebody had to send his son, had to leave heaven where he was very comfortable at. Very comfortable. All glory. Come down here, put on this stinking little flesh that you gotta wash every day, sometimes twice. Right? This stinking little rotten flesh that gets old, it gets wrinkled. He got to put all that on and deal with us, with our little stinky attitudes and our ways down here on earth. Then get tortured and murdered by us on the cross. All right? That's how bad we are. That's how terrible we are as humans. But there's a way out of that, of course. But the thing is this: no one's the prize. You don't flaunt yourself up. Maybe, a lot of people, they think there's something that they're not, honestly. Now, you think because your husband says, or your wife says, oh, you're the most beautiful woman in the world, you most handsome man in the world, you thinking like, yeah, he thinks that, everybody thinks that, so you get a little cocky, you get a little ego. No. See, a lot of times, you guys are not even, you're not really the most beautiful wife to your husband, or handsome man to your wife, but they love you, but you're not that much of a looker. Really, when they say that, that's just their way of saying, I don't want nobody but you. Yeah, I do only have eyes for you. But check yourself, because you're not all that, really, in the looks department, and in the attitude either. But I love you. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Then y'all get out here and go cheating and everything. No, and like, no, you got to appreciate that person. You're not the prize. You're not the main event. You're both a team. You're both important to each other. And a person has to recognize that. You don't flaunt yourself around here like, yeah, you should be happy to have me. You both should be happy to have each other. You should be happy that somebody even wants you or wants to put up with you. All of us, especially if you ain't been a virgin all your life. Because it takes a lot to want to deal with anybody that somebody else don't have naked. Understand that, especially if you got children. You should really be appreciating. Not that children makes you undesirable, but I'm just saying, you're coming with an already made family to somebody. Whether you're the male, whether you're the woman, whether you have custody of your kids or not, that's still an already made family. That's still baggage, no matter if they're child or if they're grown. You should be happy, okay? I'm just saying, because a person has to take all that on. When a man gets with you, your children becomes his children. When a woman gets with you, your children becomes her children. She has to love you and them. She has to care for you and them. He has to care for you and them. He has to love you and them. So we get a little puffed up, man. We think these Instagram likes me. You don't tell you something. Them people that's giving you them likes, those people are just thirsty and horny. They'll do whatever it is to try to get you in bed, and once they don't got you in bed, they don't even want to hear from you. It's to the next prize. It's to the next, in their own mind, the next trophy, the next pair of underwear to add to their trophy list. Check yourself, man. It's hard it's very hard to find someone that wants to put up with anything with you. We ought to be thankful for that when we get a person, that wants to put up with us, that wants to give us a chance, that wants to love us. Okay? So don't be cocky and puffed up like you all that. None of us is. Point blank, period. Okay, love does not behave itself improperly. Love ain't going around, doing, cussing you out in front of everybody. Getting on you, hitting on you, throwing tantrums. That's not love is. That's not what love is. Screaming at you. That's not what love is. Now I tell people all the time, arguments are common, but they're not normal. Arguments are common, but they're not. Just because something is common does not make it normal. There's a lot of abnormal stuff that's seeking into our society that is not normal, but because it's everywhere, it's becoming common. But it's not normal to do. It's not normal. Arguments can be avoided every time because that's nothing but a competition. That's not teamwork. That's not coming to a solution. That's a who can be right. And we're going to get the voice louder as we can to see who's going to be right. Okay? Cussing out, starting fights, acting belligerent, all that. That's not what love does. That's not what love is looking to do. That's what you do towards the enemy. That's not what you do towards somebody that you love. Okay? Love does not, okay, next verse, seeks not his own. Love is not entitled. All throughout life you hear people say, I've heard mothers tell daughter, yeah, you better make sure that, you get you a man that got some money and make sure he take care of you. You better, no, that's not love. You're looking for a funder. You need to go out there and get you a John. That's prostitute talk. All right? It's not about what somebody can do for you. Even for the male, get you a woman that can cook. She better know how to cook. No, player. That's not what it's about. It's a plus if she can cook. You're going to have a great life if she can cook. I tell you that right now. No complaints. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's not what that's about. It's about the person. Not about what she can do for you. It's what you can do for her or what you can do for him. You two should be button heads trying to outdo each other on how well you can treat each other. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not about being entitled and what somebody can give you. They got to be this because you deserve this. You and I deserve nothing. You and I should be happy that we even have breath in our lungs for the way that we treat God daily. Daily. All right? And the little prayers don't mean, I prayed to God. You're just asking him for something. That don't mean that. What you doing? You're not giving him anything, though. Can't even do the littlest rules. I'm going to do what I want to do, and then I'll pray. I send a prayer up, and that's my do. I go sit in some building for 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'm good. Nah, man, get out of here. God don't want that Kmart, Walmart, great value, little counterfeit worship you trying to give him. Get out of here. All right? But that's what we try to give him, right? We try to cheat God, right? We give the devil more worship than we give God. Oh, yeah, people don't like to hear, I don't worship the devil. Just because you ain't got pentagrams in the middle of your floor don't mean you ain't worshiping the devil. When you sin, let me tell you something. When you sin, you're worshiping the devil at that moment. You can deny it all you want. But when you get to the judgment, God going to tell you the same thing. Let's get back on track, though. All right. So it says not behave properly. Seek not his own. Don't be entitled to anything. It's not easy provoked. You love somebody, you're not easy provoked for them. They say something, and you just jump off the hammer. You're like a pit bull. You ever walk by somebody's gate, pit bull, just be barking at you, ready to get at you. No, that's not what love is. You're just looking for war. You just come home looking for war. You're supposed to come home. You're supposed to be each other's home. You're supposed to be each other's peace. When you walk outside your door, you go to war. When you come home, you're supposed to be peace and comfort for that person. You're not thinking about what you're getting. You're thinking about, let me be peace and comfort. Now, that doesn't mean that you got to sit in a situation where you're getting mistreated. That's not what I'm saying. Because, see, it shouldn't even get to that point. Because in the beginning, you should have had your common sense. You should have seen all the red flags. But, see, we miss those red flags. How do we miss them? Oh, because we be lusting. We looking at that physical. Oh, look at the bank account. Look at the nice booty owner. Huh? So we look at all these, he's handsome. He has 360 waves and dreads. Oh, look at the hips and everything else. So we get caught up in that, and you miss every red flag because the lust is going to blind you. That's sin. And then, don't let you have sex. It's over with then. It's over with. You're trapped until you come back to your right mind. But it shouldn't even get to that point. Okay? Because you should be seeking someone that really fulfills you spiritually and emotionally, not just physically. Okay, and mentally. Okay, love thinks no evil. Love is not sitting up. I'm a cheat because I know you cheating. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? I know you out here doing. Why you just getting on me? I know you got some girls at that job. I know there got to be some girls at that job. I know got to be some dudes at that. Yeah, I know they getting at you. I know you probably don't get your number out to some of your customers. All that. You hear all these little things. That's not what love does. Why would you even get with the person then if you're just going to think that way? Let me tell you, those of you that think that way, you know why you're thinking that way? Because you got with somebody that you know is easy, because you're easy. Y'all got together, y'all slept together on the first night, you kept messing with each other. Maybe you took somebody else's wife or girlfriend or husband or boyfriend, whatever. You think that way because you know the person you with is easy, because you're easy. You know you got them easy. That's why you think that way. A lot of times you think that way because you're guilty too. Person ain't even doing that, but you know you're out here doing wrong, so you think they're doing wrong. Why would you even get with a person you think it's like that in the first place? Because you didn't think it wasn't like that at the beginning. Let me see. You got comfortable. You start messing up, and now that your guilty conscience eating you alive, and now you have fear that they're gonna do what you've been doing or what you're currently doing. Or you got somebody easy, you got caught up with the physical, they did some things you like, you couldn't leave them alone, and now you're stuck. You shouldn't have been having sex, but that's what happens. Anyway, love thinks no evil. You think good about the person. You're gonna give them trust. You're not thinking about what they're doing. They come home late. You're not thinking about, but they out there doing whatever. You're thinking about, man, my babe ain't here, man. I hope she okay. I hope he's okay. Let me go and check on him. That's what you're thinking, not, he's 2 minutes late. He must be at the hotel with some other young lady. No, that's not what you're thinking. That's not what love is. Love rejoices not in iniquity. You know, a person that loves you is going to save you from iniquity. They're going to save you from sin. Okay? They're not going to keep you further away from God. They're going to, even if they're not a member of the Lord's church, the Church of Christ, even if they're not into all of that, they're not going to keep you from it because they love you. They see, okay, this is what's important to this person, right? This is what he needs. This is what she needs. I'm gonna support them, and that might lead them to even come into Christ on their own. But they're not, okay, we're broke right now. You need to go sell some dope. I need my nails done. You ain't making enough money. You need to go out there and flip some bricks. Or baby, I need that new PS5. You need to go get on a stripper pole. Or you need to go sell your body. Nah, man. Or you gonna let him talk to you like that? Oh man, you a punk, man. We breaking up because he looked at you wrong and you just walked away. Nah, man, they don't want you doing all that. Love is not having you fight his baby mamas. I say that because it happens. That's not what love is. That is not what love is. That is not what love is. Okay? Love does not want you doing anything wrong because it doesn't want you getting in trouble. It doesn't want you getting hurt. It doesn't want you getting harmed. A woman that loves you, a man that loves you, a woman that loves you, she's not going to want you to go risking your life just to get her some gold or some kind of designer bag. She's going to be there with you as you're working hard. She's going to appreciate you working hard. Whatever you have, as long as you're treating her right, she's going to love it. Vice versa, same thing with the male. Okay? He ain't going to have you going out here getting in trouble or fighting or for his name. He's not going to have multiple women and you get into it, rejoicing over all that stuff. You know, the person that loves you, they're going to say, walk away. I want you fighting. Come on. Let's go over here. They're not going to be ridiculing you because you try to do the right thing. They're not going to be provoking you and trying to get you to, babe, come smoke with me. You don't smoke? You ain't never smoke? Take this. Smoke one more time. Come on, take the drink one time. That's not what they're going to be doing. They're not going to be provoking you to those things. Especially if they know it's your walk, what you've called for in life, and you're trying to walk with God. They're not going to ask you to go to a party or the club. Oh, and in fact, they're going to be more respectful when they come around you because they love you. They're not going to get you off track. Oh, you're a goody two-shoe Christian. You can skip services. No. Babe, don't you got church in the morning? You need to get up. Don't you need to go work? They're going to say, don't you got church? That's how everybody say it, but they really do. Don't you got to go fellowship or worship in the morning? That's how they're going to do when they love you. Even if they ain't into it. I seen it. All right? So it says, rejoice not in iniquity, but it rejoices in the truth. Somebody that loves you is going to rejoice in the truth. They're going to be truthful. They're going to be honest. They're going to be honest in front of your face. They're going to be honest behind your back. They're not going to do anything dishonest towards you. They're going to always be honest towards you. They're going to give you their all. Okay? They're not going to lie to you or do things that's going to make choices and decisions that's going to cause them to have to create a lie so they don't get in trouble with you. Okay? They're going to rejoice in the truth. That's what love is. Okay? Love is going to they bear all things. It says right here, bears all things. Verse 7. Okay? They're going to take that weight of whatever it is and bear it with you. They're not going to leave you high and dry. Whatever you're going through that's impacting you, they're there with you. They bear it with you. Okay? If you're out of work and you can't work because you don't have an injury, I got to pick up some extra shifts just to help, my husband's down. I might have to pick up some extra shifts and do some doubles to pick up on the bills till he get back healthy. I don't want him rushing back to work and then he messes himself up even more. Vice versa with the meal, okay? My wife's pregnant. She can't do too much. I'm a cook. She usually likes to cook 5 days. Nah, you sit down, you relax. You carry around a whole human. I do all the cooking. I'm a cook before I go to work. And then, so it already be cooked. All you got to do is put it in the microwave when you get hungry. This is easy stuff, man. It's easy. Cook the night before, cook before I go to bed, put it right in the refrigerator. You just got to microwave it or put it in the oven, however you want to warm it up. Whatever it is, passing a family member, you're sad, you down, they're going to be there for you. They're not going to, okay, well, you need to get over it. I'm about to go hang out. No, they're going to be there with you. I've seen men why men have health issues and wives drop them off at the hospital and then go hang out. I seen it. Have to walk home too. I seen it. It's crazy. That's not what love is. Okay? Believes all things. Okay? That's what love is about. It believes all things. Love is not sitting around. It's believing. It has hope too. Believes all things, have hope in all things. Okay? You say something, okay, I believe you. It's not, okay, yeah, you probably, yeah, whatever. And it believes in us, right? The hope in us. We have hope in this. We're gonna be together. We're gonna last forever. I'm not sitting around waiting for our doom. I believe in us. Okay? I trust you. I believe you. You know, that fits into that too. All about trust. I trust you. I'm not signing no prenups. I trust you. If I can't trust you, why am I dealing with you? That makes no sense. That's retarded. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. It's foolish. If I can't trust you, why am I dealing with you? And if I can't trust you, why are you dealing with me when I can't trust you? Okay, believes all things. That's dealing with trust. But also hope in us. I believe in us. I'm not looking for us to okay, yeah, we're gonna be together for long, but pretty soon you're gonna get tired of me and you'll leave me. That's not what love is, okay? That's not what love is. And that has to do with fear. And there's no fear in love. Okay? There again, hopes all things. It endures all things. Okay? It's going to endure. It's not going to get fatigued from everything. I'm here with you. I'm in this commitment. There will be rocky roads. Cool. We're going to get some off-road tires. We're going to get through the rocky roads. We're going to have God. God is going to get us through all of this, all the rocky roads. That's the off-road tires right there. We got the Lord. He going to drive us through this and get us to our destination peacefully, because there will be rocky times. There'll be smooth times. There'll be rocky times again. There'll be smooth times, because that's just life. The earth spins in a cycle. The earth spins, rotates. Okay, there's a day-night cycle, and it rotates around the sun, okay? Just like that earth is spinning, life is spinning, right? You're going to have the good times going to swing around and get you, and then the bad times will come back, and then the good times. Sometimes the bad ain't as bad as they was. It's just a little bad. It might seem really bad because it's been good for so long. And sometimes we can make things out to be worse than it is, you know. Sometimes we can get so blessed and so up that the little bad that comes doesn't really hurt us, but it does make us uncomfortable because we're used to everything going our way. When it doesn't go our way, then we're uncomfortable. All right? But I just wanted to talk about that. So that is what the scriptures say about love. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 13. I would say read the whole chapter, but if you want to get to that part about love, starts at verse 4, and it carries on to verse 8, which also, verse 8, I didn't even say that. Verse 8 says, love never fails. It never fails. That's another thing. When someone loves you, I hear this ridiculous saying, I love you, I'm in love with you. No, love is, okay? All that in love with you, that's dealing with that honeymoon phase or whatever it is. Love doesn't stop. When you love somebody, you love someone, that's just it. The thing is, a lot of people has never loved or been loved. You think you've been loved. We think we've been loved, or we love someone. We haven't, because we don't even know what love is. And I can tell you, we probably never exhibited any of those qualities, any of those examples right there. We probably never, ever been like that. We probably never bared all things with someone. We didn't suffer long and kind. We didn't do none of these things probably in a lot of relationships. This probably was just together, sex, and that's it. Happy moments sometime. You get some money, get your income taxes, or you get a good check, a new job. You know, you had those happy moments. Christmas, Thanksgiving, you got the little temporary. Somebody's birthdays, all feel good. But on the regular day-to-day, people are really not good to each other. Okay? So think about that. As like I said, you have to first know the author of love. That's God. You have to first know the author of love. That's God. You got to know what he did for you. You know, you got to get to know him. You get to know him, and you can see his examples in his word of love. And then that's how you learn how to love. And that's how you learn how to accept love, too. All right, I'm about to get out of here. Hope you all stay safe. Take care.